So what is Fibre Concentrate? So this is, a brand new product. This is a fibre concentrate that you actually had to water. So first time we've ever produced a fibre concentrate as a company. Very, very convenient, sugar-free, suitable for vegans. It contains 3 grams of a soluble fibre, more on that later. We've also got calcium in there, which carries a digestive health claim. That's in at 120 milligrams. And we also have vitamin C as well at 12 milligrams, and that carries an immunity claim. We can essentially split fibre into 2 camps. So there's the insoluble fibre, or as my mum used to call it, roughage, or the bulking fibre, and then you have the soluble fibre. And this particular product is all about the soluble fibre. It's in things like beans, lentils, pulses, barley, rye. All these products contain soluble fibre. You have to eat quite a lot though. I mean, this is a concentrated form of this particular fibre. So I'm going to come with 3 keywords to remember here. So slows down, supports, and improves. And now break those down. So slows down, so the soluble fibre actually slows down your digestive process. The improves part is it improves the sort of the stool consistency. Very important for a lot of people out there. And the other one is it supports your gut flora. This is the big difference between soluble fibre and insoluble fibre. So in the case of the soluble fibre, it sort of swells up to a gel-like substance. This is what sort of slows the digestive process down, which is good, because then it slows down your glycemic response or your insulin spike. And then it travels through the gut because it's not digested by us. It's not a food for us, but it's a food for the bacteria in our sort of GI tract. So it feeds the gut flora, but in a good way. We've also got, and you touched on this earlier, we described it. So you talked about the immunity. So this is driven by the vitamin C content. This carries an approved claim. So our distributors can actually talk about immune health as selling this product. The calcium drives the claim around digestive enzymes. It helps support the normal function of digestive enzymes. So these things together really help the digestive process. Plus it's a great tasting product, super convenient, sugar-free. And what we've really wanted to focus on, it sort of helps normalize your consumption of fibre. So you don't have to make a shake. You can just add this to your water. You drinking 3-4 glasses of water a day. This gets you up to 12 grams of fibre. That's almost 50% of what is the recommended amount of fibre, which is 30 grams, just by drinking something like this, a glass of water. It was designed to be made with water, and I think, again, it's just very, very convenient way to take your fibre. However, you can add it to an F1 shake. You could add it to your collagen skin booster. You could add it to a couple of other products. All I would recommend is it has to be taken cold, because if you start taking it above a certain temperature, typically 25, you can affect the vitamin C content. So yeah, don't start putting it into teas, coffees, anything like that, because you'll destroy the vitamin C. I'd almost give it as much as importance as protein. I think it's an emerging science. It's been emerging for the last probably 12, 15 years now about the importance of our gut flora. And as I said, half the story around fibre is the soluble fibre that feeds it. So it's really, really key. And what we're seeing now is it's not only about fibre and regularity, it's about the gut-brain axis, it's about helping with potentially sleep. This is a future one. Your immune system is modulated through your colon. So happy colon, healthy colon, good immune system. So it's really, really important, this whole fibre piece. And as you said earlier, people currently are not getting enough fibre. And here's a great way to sort of boost those levels. Okay, so fundamental difference between the two is Fibre Concentrate is purely soluble fibre. The oat apple fibre is actually a blend of 6 fibres, but you have a combination of both insoluble and soluble. That doesn't lend itself, oat fibre, to making a drink like water. Great for your shakes, a great way to boost your fibre content, because adding oat apple fibre is another 5 grams of fibre, so your Fibre Concentrate is 3 grams. But that's the fundamental difference, soluble versus a combination of the two. It's a super convenient way to take your fibre and, make sure you're getting up to those levels, ideally the 30 grams a day. Well, ideally for me, and I guess as I was part of the product development team, I would mix with my water. I mean, I know I have to hit my hydration goals But for me, this is not only about hitting my hydration goal, it's about hitting my fibre goal as well. I mean, you could mix it with some of our other products as I described earlier, but for me, I'll definitely go with my water.